Hello everyone, it's Mrs Edwards here. It's Monday the 1st of March 2021 and you will see that here is our first little note. We are going to be working on rounding numbers today. But first, here is your learning blocks activity. So you've got 3 tasks here as a starter. You need to talk about what you did last week. So what is the underlying number in each of these numbers worth? You need to talk about what we did 2 weeks ago. So if there are 22 children and 5 tables, how many children will have nowhere to sit? And you need to look at what we did 4 weeks ago. So if I stack 23 books in a pile and then another 32 books, but then 14 fall off, how many books are left in the pile? So that is your starter activity. So if you pause the video and complete those first, please. Okay then, so today we're going to be investigating rounding. This is a skill that came up on our assessments last week. And if you look here for 2-digit numbers, our rule of thumb is anything that has a ones value of 4, 3, 2 or 1, you need to round down to the nearest 10. Anything with 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, you need to round up to the nearest 10. If a number happens to end in 0, you do not need to do anything to it. So that is our key vocabulary for today. So rounding is when we change a number to make it closest to the asked for amount. How we round the number up or down depends on the end digit or digit, and as I have previously just said, with a 2-digit number you just look at the ones amount, and there is your little key to explain. So for example, a 2-digit number ending in 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 would need to be rounded up. So 27, because it ends in a 7, would be rounded up to 30 because that's the nearest tens amount. 45 would end up being rounded up to 50 because that would be its nearest tens amount, and 78 would be rounded up to 80. However, if it ends in a 1, 2, 3 or 4, you would need to round it down. So 23, for example, would go down to 20, 41 would go down to 40, and 74 would go down to 70. Okay, so your first task today is to round these tens amounts to the nearest 10, and then just look at numbers 7, 8 and 9. Because we are rounding to the nearest 10, does the hundreds amount have to change? No, it doesn't. It is literally just the tens amount we are looking at. Okay, so that's your first challenge. When you move on to your second challenge, it's the same sort of principle, but now we are looking at 3-digit numbers, so it is the tens and ones amount you need to look to. And if it ends with 49 or less, you need to round down to the nearest 100. If it ends with 50 or more, you need to round up. So here are my examples. 123 you would round down to 100 because it is in the rounding down section. 356, because 56 is in the rounded up section, you'd go up to 400. And 591, 91 is also in the rounded up section, so that would go up too. So your next challenge is to round the given numbers to the nearest 100, and remember 49 or less you round down, 50 or more you round up. Okay, so there are your 6 next questions for your next challenge. If you complete that in our lesson time, well done. This is our platinum challenge. Your platinum challenge is to round these following given numbers to the nearest 1,000, because we're now moving on to year 4 standards, aren't we? And 499 or less you round down, 500 or more you round up. My 2 examples here are 1,234, you would round down to 1,000 because 234 is close to 1,000 and 2,000. And 3,761 you'd round up because 761 is closer to 4,000 than it is 300. Okay, and so if you get that far, there you go, there is your next challenge. You need to round that to the nearest 1,000. Okay, my lovely, so that is your lesson for today. It's all about rounding, it's all about skills. I hope you get on okay. Please remember to upload your work straight away so that we can see it. Thank you. Speak to you later. Bye bye.